everybody. My name is Dishon and my intended career is to be a mechanical engineer. This is my partner, Khalid.
I'm Khalid and I want to be a civil engineer or cybersecurity. And our product is a transforming table over here to your left. Our justification for this was that many people, when in class or work or business or anywhere around the job site, tend to have problems with tables not adjusting to them. Because where's Zach? Zach's not here. There he is. Could you stand up? Why? Well, he's a really tall person, and the desk in the class are this high, and he's like up to here and has to bend down. Rabia, could you stand up? And she's the shortest one in class, and the table isn't just fitting for her, so we created a table that adjusts to different people to help reduce her back pain.
These are the results from our survey. Out of the 1,000 people in Tri-County that we put on Facebook, 68% admitted to having back problems. When we took a paper survey, Worcester County, Pocomoke, and Snow Hill High School, 90% of people complained about back pains. And since seeing this, we thought about making this a table that adjusts to height and is able to withstand a lot of weight, and that's just easily stored away.
So we use designs, like previous designs. This right here, we'll show you in a minute. Our leg will fold under so that way you can transport it anywhere. And the table itself will fold down the middle. Our intention was to make it a bigger scale, like this one, for office desks, but we didn't have the financial aid with any of the money. Our budget was $50, so we didn't have much. So we worked with what we had.
These are the existing products that you can see around the market. This on the far left, or I guess, yes, on the far left is a foldable chair. It's kind of similar to what we had an idea of this one. This one is more of just height. You can't really height this, so like if you were to move it, it's kind of heavy. And this one way over here, it's what I really like the best, and I kind of feared it because I thought it would kind of take the place of our table, but it's not foldable either. It won't collapse all the way down.
So our design consisted of aluminum crutches, because aluminum was the lightest weight, and was aluminum sheet metal. But for sheet metal, it was $200 for the amount that we needed, and we didn't have the amount of money to do so. So we had to do the next best thing, and we had to use wood, which is also durable and lasts long. So our product consisted of wood 26 by 20, and we'll have different leg height adjustments for it, so you can standing, sitting, and or if you're on the ground for little kids, you can use the table.
This is our construction process. It's very brief because, as you can see, we were mainly focusing on how it would fold and actually come back together without falling all the way down. We were drilling holes in the beginning too, but we didn't take that many pictures. We kind of just trying to get it to work. So, people that would use this would be anybody that's working on the go, lemon stands, convention stand workers, tables like these, but they just won't collapse as much. Even men working in garage. How many people have a garage that's really messy or the table's in the way? Mine is too. This table, you can clear it off, take it all the way down, and then fold it. It's very thin, and you can just store it in a closet or anywhere. So, the main thing I learned from this project is just time management. That one should have been number one, but also following the design process. You can't just jump into it saying, okay, I'm going to make this. You have to actually look at the problem and see what's already made and how could you fix it or just come up with a new solution. And just confidence in building, because this is my first time actually, going into the power tools and everything. And just the love of engineering.
I'd like to thank Marvin Mason and Mr. Steven over there for aiding us throughout this project, and we'll demonstrate the table for you.
This is the center block, and you can see that I am struggling with it. It can hold great.
understanding of this load for like percent of children, toddlers?
Yeah.
So, you think you could ever? This is a really good idea because I'm thinking from a school standpoint. I mean, you just pointed it out that with the diversity and amount of heights you have with kids in school, so adapting it to a school environment, but getting it down to something that a kid could easily adjust.
Right.
And I think you're there. So, a few minor changes to what you have there. You've shown you can do each of the four legs. About how much did you spend all your $50 in materials on this? Okay, so you have about 50 in that prototype.
Trials and all the different stuff.
Gotcha. Okay, that was very impressive. The only other thing that maybe in the next version you could think about how you adapt it for handicapped kids that are in wheelchairs. That would even be better if there's a way. And all you would need is figure out a way to open up one end of it. But this is really good because this is a common problem even in the workplace.
I think you've hit on something, especially with the back pain. And I was absolutely flabbergasted. You got 1,000 responses on Facebook for your survey, and that's all great. I think your choice of materials is interesting to keep it light and cheap yet sturdy. It might be in reality that you might want to check out some of the other material possibilities. Maybe you did. Did you look at any other?
We did. Like the Khalid said about the aluminum. That was like our to-go, but very expensive. But it is very light. If we did have enough time and enough money, I think it would be made that.
Yeah, I know from my own experience on some adjustable tables similar to this that it's really tough to get it up and down sometimes, and that joint that you have in terms of just the screw joint might be needed to be perfected a bit more.
Yeah, I think you've identified a problem and a need, and you've come up with a solution that has common sense to it. I want to tell you that I'm a huge fan of PVC and plywood for prototyping. I think, as funny as it seems to isolate the key design issues because it allows you to create the simple form. And I think the things that may need to be refined is the hinges in the top in terms of flushing them out and looking at other ways of adjusting and locking as in screw lock or some other things. But I think you're on the right track and you've analyzed it correctly. And your structure is good. And I think that's the other part about the PVC and plywood, that it also identifies, what the strong points of the design are. And so that's great. I applaud you.
Any other questions?